Hello, and welcome to episode 3 of Making Microfactory better than it already was for quite a while, actually. It's been 3 whole episodes so far, and we've actually made a decent amount of progress. In today's video, we improved the saving system, which previously used my game engine, MicroStudio's built-in systems for storing stuff, which just saved it to, like, if it's web version, the browser cache, etc. But this time, I've implemented a JSON file saving system, which means that you can save the game, and it will export a file, which you can then put and do whatever you want with. Edit it, I don't care. And then, whenever you want to load back in, you can just hit the load button and select the file. Boom. Yeah, it actually took a decent amount of diving through the documentation of the engine, which I did cut. So, in the future, if any of you want to see the fully raw, uncut videos, like the footage, please let me know, because I will do that if it is desired. Currently, we are just making an object that essentially will contain the entirety of the game, and then we simply just save that object. I've been thinking of topics to talk about for these videos because it's kind of boring just watching code be created. So, I've decided to discuss other, ideas that I have for possible projects in the future. And if they sound, and if any of them even, sound interesting to you, make sure to subscribe so you can see if they appear in a future video. If you want to ensure it, comment down below. If I see that, it will massively increase the chance that I actually do a video on it. And if the game sounds interesting to you, especially after all these updates, which will be going public soon, it can be found on itch.io in the link below. So, the other projects I've, formulated. I have many projects that center around one specific idea. The game makes itself. The idea is that the game will essentially have a list of archetypes and stuff, like a survival game, and it will automatically generate new ones using some sort of algorithm. No AI imagery, nothing. I'm actually debating if I do fully get it set up, having the player just draw, like, a basic art asset and give it a name. I have 2 of those types of projects currently sitting around in my project folder. One I call Fabricol, which will be a colony simulator that does that. And the next, its current name, because I can't think of anything else, is just CreatorCraft. Actually, I bet a game like that would work great as like a roguelike, because graphics aren't exactly a thing with that. If you ever want to look at how the computer stores your data, here it is. Well, now, from once this version is published, every time I do a playthrough, I will export the save data, and I think I'll just have it on the itch.io page. I don't think I have to charge money for it because that's just, I always feel bad making people charge money for that. Something I have been debating is getting Microfactory its own website and domain. And let me know what your opinions on this to help support me is, but maybe in the settings menu have an ad somewhere, just a display ad. Because I've been trying to think of ways to A, allow anybody to access my games because I want them to be able to enjoy it, and B, be able to use said games to sustain myself. The current plan is hopefully this YouTube channel gains enough traction where I don't have to do anything. I don't have to put ads, I don't have to put a paywall, I don't have to do anything. That is the hope. Let's see. Yeah, we're currently just kind of messing around with stuff. Let's hope that this works. Spoiler alert, but by the end of the video, I do successfully implement saving. Next video will be about rendering the microfactories that we added in the last video, adding a dedicated menu that shows you all of them. And most likely a way to delete them. I have to say, this is quite fun. Oh, sorry, I keep getting sidetracked and zoning out. Oh, is that my kitty? Say hi, Mr. Dinkles. If any of you watched the last video, you know Mr. Dinkles is my little cat. So cute. Anyways, where was I? Oh, yes. Another projects I have. I don't know if, I did actually talk about this one in the last one, is an IKEA survival game? I don't know. The idea sounded cool, like salvaging furniture to make stuff. So, I threw it together. Has full-on multiplayer and everything. Very laggy and stuff, though, so, not exactly ready for production. But, if you want to see Survikia explored in a video in the future, please let me know and I will make a video about it. Because that actually does sound kind of fun. How are you, Mr. Tinkles? Did you have a good night's sleep last night? That's good. Now that we have all this stuff kinda just taken care of, this would actually be a pretty big breeze. Now, does it work? Let's see. Does load it in. Now we just have to do something with it. Which took a decent chunk of trial and error. I believe the original audio file for this was 21 minutes long. I cut 4 minutes, and those are just me looking at the MicroStudio's built-in documentation, which you can see at that documentation tab over there. It is extremely helpful, but I don't think it's very interesting to just look at someone looking at a bunch of, instructions. So I cut it. Again, if you'd like to actually see it, let me know, and I'll post the raw footage for a couple of these things down below. Or not down below, somewhere on the channel in the future. Maybe as like a second channel? Should I start a second channel? I don't have nearly enough of a following for that. And now the world broke. It's always a good sign. Another video idea that I have is looking through the oldest publicly available version of microfactory and checking it out. Because I honestly don't remember where I was in, I guess you could say, the timeline when I created that. And it's still broken. Yippee. I wonder if that's back in the age with every single recipe having a machine. Who knows? Well, now I have a ton of super easy and, well, usable systems that allow me to do essentially whatever I want. I'm very glad that I have that capability. For any game devs out there, prioritize some tools to make your life easier. Future you will thank you, trust me. Which is why Microfactory is actually my most fleshed out game, because it's, I wouldn't say hard to procrastinate on. Well, whenever I want to procrastinate on something else, I just work on Microfactory, because it's so easy to work on that I can just do it without much as a second thought. If you see that level indicator at the top right of the screen, that is a feature of Microfactories. Every word you write, every line of code, every pixel you draw in the art system gives you a little bit of XP and you level up. I am level 29. That took absolute ages. And it actually has some achievements too. My gameplay stats are absurd. Now let's see. We are currently testing what the file actually looks like to MicroStudio to see what it is doing. So we're just going to load in the file. Scroll up. And see that it has the content is the object, not just the file. So, you need to copy that content thing and replace it, or replace it in all of the others. Which means we are essentially done with this video. Yeah, it actually didn't take too long. I shouldn't have held off saving for so long, because this was really easy to do, actually. Well, now we can finally do our final test. If you remember what that little test thing I built earlier looks like, congratulations. If you guessed what it, or remembered what it was, because that's what it is. There we go. Now we just gotta delete all the pauses, even though they aren't working for some reason. And, yeah, we are essentially done. In the next one, we will be working on adding a UI menu for the microfactories to show you what's in them. And I think that will be the end of the road to 1.6. And I will start a new, well, I'll have a poll on my channel whether I should start a new series with 1.6 or if I should do those spin-off things like check out other games or the first ever version of Microfactory. Please let me know down below. Just testing to make sure all the stuff works. And that is everything. Isn't that amazing? Well, anyways, we got 10 seconds left in the runtime, so I will see you all tomorrow. I hope you have a fantastic day. Goodbye.